We're back, and you're watching the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. I'm your host, Shifa, and I'm here with my co-host, Tony Evans, on this very special edition of Oneness Wellness Lifestyles. We are talking about the Vemma Nutrition Program, the most complete, ultra-premium nutrition program available anywhere. Our other two guests today are Mr. Rod Smith and Art Chambers. Art Chambers, welcome. On this segment, we really want to talk to you about each one of the products because you want to get to know each one of these delivery systems, how you get it in your body, right? Because as we know, it's better in your body than it is in the bottle. So there are 4 different delivery systems. We're going to take each one and tell you about it, how it's used, and what it's for. And I want to start with the very first product that Vemma launched, which is Vemma. Vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, and aloe. That's what Vemma stands for. And so we have our regular nutrition. Now this is something that we take every day, just 2 ounces. And if you get it in a 32 ounce, you get a little 2 ounce cup that comes with it. Or you can get it in the shots as well. And in a shot, I love them because you can throw them in your purse. I guess you guys can put it in your pocket, and just take it with you during the day. But you make sure that you get your vitamins and your minerals and your nutrition, your complete nutrition in your body. So Tony, what about the Vemma?
Well, I like about the Vemma, it is convenient. As you see there in our display, we have the 32-ounce bottle that Art has in his hand. And that's the most economical way to get it for your family, for yourself, and when you're home. The little 2-ounce bottles there, we call them the V2s. They're convenient. I travel many times, and believe it or not, it's not a hassle to take those, pop them in my suitcase, even my carry-on luggage on the airplane, and I don't get a hassle when I go through the line. It goes right through, and my supplements with me when I'm out of town. And it draws a lot of interest. When I'm at a table and I pop one up after I shake it up and throw it back, what do you got? So it starts an interesting conversation with that. Also, too, this is a very convenient way to share this with others.
Oh, yes.
So that those who are interested, you just contact Shifa, and we'll make sure that you have an opportunity to taste this product.
Let me give the phone number. 800-609-8157. Contact us for your Vemma at 1-800-609-8157. Okay.
Fantastic. And so you get an opportunity to taste it. And I think all of us, our first thing that we did, we had to taste it. We were all curious about what it tasted. Absolutely. And so therefore, you have it there. It's convenient. And it's something that we use every day from, we have a product from age 2 to 102.
That's right.
Because all of us are at different stages in our lives. But what you're going to find as we go through our product, that the Vemma formulation is in every single one of them. And there's good reasons for that.
Okay.
Yep. So that's our Vemma Nutrition Program in the 32 ounce, the 2 ounce V2s, right, for convenience. So remember, this is simple and it's easy, it's complete, and it's convenient. That's what makes it really doable every day. Take your vitamins every day. Now, the next, interesting, I would start with that word, but the next product on the lineup is called Next, Vemma Next, and it is our children's formula. Now, this has been incredible, the studies, the clinicals, and we have clinicals on all of this. I'm gonna put these in your hand, Tony.
Sure.
But we have clinicals on this. The Next in particular begins to talk about how we are able to help children's brain development by giving them the right nutritional balance, that baseline nutrition that children are not getting from the sippy cups and all of the stuff, right? The sad American diet stuff that we are feeding the children. If the fast food companies have made it so that if you don't drive through you got to fight in the back seat with the kids, you know? So you have to make sure that the children are getting their nutrition. And the Vemma Next also comes in the 32, and it tastes like a orange creamsicle. So when we talk about how great it tastes, this is really incredible. And it's the same Vemma formulation.
There are a couple of ingredients that have been kind of minimized, but I say cut in half, just because
Okay.
it's for children. But what they were able to do is they were able to add the amino acids for brain
Yes.
function
Yes.
for the kids.
And the DHA.
And
DHA.
yes, and the DHA. And if you look on the top of that bottle, it says that it is also sponsored by the Children's Miracle Network.
Yes.
So this is not something that's just kind of added to it. It has great value, especially the fact that if you think about children in America today, they are not able to eat properly, and most adults aren't either. But the children, in the biggest part, so they need something other than just, you know, the fried foods, the French fries, the cheeseburgers, the chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
You know, our kids are learning, or they're so exposed to the fast foods and what we call junk foods, you might say, the snacks, the chips, the whatever, until they really have no concept of nutrition. This is a good way for a parent to make sure, regardless of a child's eating habits, regardless of what you're able to fix today, when your child takes 2 ounces of the Vemma Next, and they also come in the travel size V2s
Okay,
also.
they also come in the V2s.
So if you're going out of town, you can drop a couple of those in the suitcase, and your child can still have his 2 ounce shot of Vemma Next. But when you put all that together, it should give a parent a better feeling that their child is being taken care of internally versus just the junk food. Because there's the habits that we have now have just not kept up with the health problems that we're running into. And why I say that is we're running into high numbers of juvenile diabetes, juvenile overweight, juveniles with cholesterol issues.
That's right.
I mean, this is not something that just happened because the times are changing. It happened because of habit. So if we can teach our children when they're very small, 2 and 3 years old, they can say the names of all these fast food restaurants. But again, if we can change the mindset, let them know that health is important at a very early age, they will keep those mindsets as they go through adolescence, as they become teenagers, as they become young adults. They will keep in mind that health is important. And so we need to start with young children, and that's what Vemma Next does.
And you can start as early as 2 years old.
2
Is that
years
right?
old.
So a 2-year-old.
2 year, matter of fact, Vemma Next was designed for children ages 2 through 12.
2 through 12.
So far, that's something near to my heart as well, because I have 2 grandkids.
Okay.
And they love it. They absolutely love it. Half the time I don't even know what they're saying, but when they're pointing at the bottle, okay, and it's sitting on the counter, in the 2 ounce bottles,
Yes.
we know that's what they're wanting. And for a 2 and 3 year old to want something, and it's also good for them, I mean, that's extraordinary.
Yes.
That's just something near to my
Wonderful.
heart there.
Well, it tastes like a creamsicle. I mean, it's just wonderful. And one of the other things that you and I were talking about on a radio broadcast that we did was how Vemma Next we're giving it to our elders now.
Yes, what the thing about it is that unfortunately, a lot of our elders, as they age, they're having problems with memory retention, and their cognitive behavior is affected, and therefore you have dementia, Alzheimer's, these type of challenges they're facing. What they found is somewhat of a stumble across when it was given to our seniors. They found that they increased in their brain function because of the amino acids that are found in the Vemma Next formulation.
Yes.
So here's the point: it doesn't matter what age you're in or what age group you find yourself. When your body gets the proper nutrition it will respond
Yes.
in a positive way. And you know, I just want everyone to know that's watching this, we're not sitting around here anecdotal. None of us here are doctors, you know, medical doctors or licensed and so forth. But the product is not on trial. The product has
That's right.
clinical studies. I mean, we have copies, we can make them available. As a matter of fact, some of our members who are on the product, they actually take a copy of this Brunswick Laboratories about the effect of Vemma formula on the immune function, okay? Also too about the bioavailability and antioxidant effects of it as well. And this is very, very important because now when you give this to your doctor and say, this is what I'm taking, and they see that the clinical studies are there, credibility is established. It's not like, well, we're not so sure about that. But when you have something that's peer reviewed, and what's so interesting about it is we appreciate the owner had the vision and the courage to actually put his product under the microscope.
Yes.
Because then you really
Thank
find
you,
out
BK.
what the stuff is made of.
Yeah.
So we don't have to apologize for this product. This is not snake oil.
Tony, correct me if I'm right or wrong. Didn't I see something earlier about the doctor's PDR reference?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I remember as early as, 2006,
Exactly.
when we first made the list in PDR. And that's basically the holy grail of non-prescription supplements. And Vemma is there front and center. So we're very, at an early stage, the community recognized the uniqueness of this formulation. And we talk about other juices people ask me about. They talk about acai and the properties of a noni plant. And, you know, in goji, we said, well, anything that's natural that has antioxidants, anything that affects, the positive impact on free radicals, you're going to get benefit from it. But here with these other things that are out there, you're still going to need to supplement them with vitamins or other minerals because they're not complete. With the Vemma formulation, no matter what delivery system you choose, you have a complete nutritional supplement. And everything that we have here is in a liquid form. Now, why
Love it.
is it in a liquid format? I mean, you try to get a 2-year-old to choke down a pill,
Or a 53-year.
or a 53-year-old to choke down a pill.
Come on now.
And when they can take just a nice 2-ounce, smooth, good tasting formulation, you don't have the drama associated with it. It's done, you go on with your day. And also too, you look at what is the absorption rate of pills, is it what, 23%?
I don't think it's that high, Tony. I think it's somewhere between 15 and 20, to be honest
Wow.
with you.
Yeah.
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 That's
and
incredible.
I've seen X-rays where then when they take a X-ray of the colon, that all the pills are still there.
Yes.
You know, so they're either stuck in the colon or they become pan bullets. I think that's what the nurses call them. They just come out in the waste whole. So the absorbability is, in that case, is zero.
So you start looking at, people say, well, how much does it cost? I said, well, how valuable is your health? Here's a value decision you have to make. I said, the point being is this, it costs less than the pills because it's not what you take, it's what you absorb.
Yes.
And that's where we find the advantage of the Vemma, because you're getting about a 97% absorption
Yeah.
rate.
Exactly.
And that's why some people, depending on where the immune systems are, and within minutes, they start saying, I don't know if it's what I just took, but I feel different.
Yes.
And how many times you guys have heard that over and
Yes,
over?
absolutely.
Well, so many times, and one of the things that people, I think what throws people, you can actually get used to feeling bad.
I think it's normal.
Well, we make exceptions to it. It didn't give you a perfect example. Before I got on the Vemma formula myself, I would come home from work, and everybody in my household knew, do not be on the couch and have the remote control of the TV in the den beside the couch, because they knew I was going to sit my computer down, get on the couch, come to television, and take about an hour and a half nap, because my body said that I had to have that. And then I'd get me an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of sleep, quick nap, get back up, and I could function pretty good for the rest of the afternoon, rest of the evening, until it's time to go to bed. I thought that was normal. I thought that's what you were supposed to do, was after you worked all day, come home and grab you a quick nap to recharge yourself. If you had things you would do later on in the evening or at night, you were okay for it. It wasn't until I was actually on Vemma that I realized I'm not tired. I'm still alert. I I don't need to nap anymore. And I said, I had gotten used to thinking I had to do that to make it. So you can get used to feeling bad. You can get used to making exceptions to what's normal until something comes along that changes that.
Right.
Then you realize, I do feel different.
Right.
Something is different about how I feel.
And a lot of times we think we feel good because a part of this we're talking about is prevention. And so we run into people and say, well, I feel great. I take my vitamins. Well, you can feel good right here. And you don't know that there's a feel good that's way up here.
Yes.
Okay? And that's where we find that the results of Vemma helps you get from here to way up here, even when you think you're feeling the best you possibly can. So what we want to do is encourage you to get your 2-year-olds on Vemma Next, and you on yourself get on one of the Vemma products, and we've got them in 4 delivery systems, so that's 2, and the next way that we get it in our system is through our energy drink. You know, this is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and this Verve, BK is a visionary, and Vemma introduced the very first healthy energy drink. Nobody else can say that ever. Very first healthy energy drink, Verve. This is awesome stuff, all right? There's 2 ounces of the Vemma in here.
Right.
And when you take this as an energy drink, you don't crash, you don't get the jitters, and I'm speaking for myself, because anything else that I try, I can't even drink coffee, guys, you know what I'm saying, without getting the jitters. And so I have just stayed away from energy drinks. But the Verve is so smooth. It is so smooth. And they've introduced it now. There's a sugar-free and what else we have over there? Bold. Oh, that got to show the can.
Listen, you go ahead. Have you noticed
Look
that
at
you
this.
have 2 of the Verve? One of them was mine. I was waiting till you get to this line.
This is the Verve Bold, and it just launched this week. And then we have a sugar-free, right? We got a sugar-free, and Tony's got the facts over here for us.
Well, the thing about it is that young people today, when we were kids, we had our knee-high orange, grape, Pepsi, we had Coke, okay? It was pretty much standard issue. And of course, it was ginger ale. Now, today, the young people, their beverage of choice is an energy drink. You got them out there. And one thing I like about the Vemma is one of the catchiest phrases I ever heard is when you drink the Vemma Verve, you feel like a rock star without turning into a monster. Because it's true.
Like it, yes.
And when you look at the sugar, and now you look at all the news reports about the dangers associated with energy drinks and energy shots
Right.
that are out there, how they're creating tremendous health problems. But the message is not getting to the young people because they're still, like they say, slamming them, as they call it. Left and right, you see a big 16 ounce, 32 ounces of energy drink, people got them first thing in the morning, okay? Or if they don't have the energy drinks, they're drinking high caffeine content coffee just to get that buzz to get going in the morning or that afternoon lull to pick them up. With the Verve formulation, you've got what your body needs with the Vemma that's in it, and you got some carbonated water, you got some other things in there that helps in performance. And you have naturally occurring caffeine. I think it's from guarana seed extract.
That's it.
So we know what's in there. You can pronounce the stuff that's in the Vemma and in the Verve. And so you're not taking a risk. So your children, if they're going to drink it, the young people are going to drink it anyway, give them a healthy alternative. And you have it. You've got it in the regular Verve. You've got it in the sugar-free. And the Bold, it's a new product, and we're excited about it. It's because they've gone to all natural sweeteners.
Stevia.
That's in there.
I asked for it.
For those who really want another kick in the head, this has twice the caffeine. So that's something important.
Bold.
So it's not something for everybody, but we have something for everybody. So you can pick and choose.
We're also, Tony, I know you got your comparison sheet, but are we not the official energy drink of the Phoenix Suns?
When you think about that, that's a big deal. The NBA is not going to allow any of its teams to be associated with any product that's not a legitimate product, that does not hold its claim. So the Phoenix Sun, they're so charged on the Verve product that there's actually a Verve lounge in their arena. It's a big deal there, and it's promoted. And we like seeing that, even though, you can choose your own NBA team. But right now, the one that's holding the banner up for us are the Phoenix Suns.
Yes,
And
yes.
they've been doing it for a number of years now, and we don't see any turning back.
Now, you're talking about sports teams, right?
Yes.
Now, this was the, help me with this. This is an independent study that says that Vemma doesn't have any banned substances in it.
Right.
Verve doesn't have any banned substances in it. So if the NBA can use it, that means your college teams can use it, your kids' little leagues can use it, and it is wonderful and safe and effective and will not cause any problems for you later on in your body or with the quote-unquote authorities. No banned substances in any of our products.
What I like about this press release was released in August 31st of 2007. So it's well known that this consumerlab.com, they actually mentioned that it was zero tolerance level product. It is, and it does not contain any World Anti-Doping Agency, and that's called the WADA. They're the police force, making sure that athletes are clean and not using any performance-enhancing drugs or substances. Well, every product here, the Vemma, the Verve, passes the test. So there's no problem with your young student athletes or those in college. There's no problem with the Vemma product as being something that's a contraband.
And I found out you don't have to be 18 to drink it. I love it.
I love it too. I love it too. Verve, excellent energy drink. If you're an energy drinker, this is the one you want. Verve.
And by the way, if you're not into the carbonation, we also have it in the form of energy shot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
I've heard people
Look how cute that is.
people tell me about their response to other energy drinks. They said they don't taste well. This tastes great, and it has the same Vemma formulation, and it has the same boost of energy. You don't get that crash, assuming crash afterwards. It's a level energy that can be measured even 6 hours after first consuming the product, and that is tested as well.
Yes.
So everything that we've spoke of so far has back to the core product, which is the
Okay.
2 ounces of the
The Vemma, that's correct.
That's our Verve. Thanks so much, and we'll be back.